Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here, back at it with yet another juicy video. As you know, we're getting a ton of chests when it comes to selection chests in the form of hunters, SR weapons, and a Transcendent Blessing Stone. Oh baby. So I do want to cover the best choices just because I know a lot of you kind of jump in, redeem it, and ask questions later, which is not good. So I do want to make sure everyone picks the best choices when it comes to these chests right here. We have so many coming: a Transcendent Blessing chest, SSR Jinwoo weapons, SSR Hunter weapons. This right here, we get an SSR Hunter selection ticket as well. So let me jump in and show you every single thing you should pick when it comes to the best options, of course. But I do want to mention very quickly, you have less than 1 week left to support us for the codes right here. We have so many codes expiring. We have all these codes for thousands of essence zones expiring in about 3 days. Whoa. So make sure you jump in and support that way. You don't miss out. You press that, you go here, you scroll down, press that, press yes, and you're done your sporting. Then you wait, you go to your My Page section. A few hours after sporting, receive benefits where the codes will go. So do enjoy, but I do want to mention very soon, actually in about a day, you will get a button appearing right here that lets you extend your support. That way you don't miss out on the future codes. Remember, every 6 weeks in support program, the season resets, everyone's support gets removed. So make sure starting tomorrow you check back, extend your support. That way you do not miss out on all the free codes. We have so many coming for next season, probably 8 to 9 codes, so do enjoy, and also enjoy all the giveaways we have on our Discord server. If you're a supporter, we have $300 plus in giveaways right now, with another $400 coming because we're almost at the 40,000 supporter mark. These giveaways end in about 3 days, with more coming out, so do enjoy, because once this reaches the 40,000 mark, I'm going to put in another $400 of giveaways. Oh baby. And speaking of oh baby, we have Patrick, the first commenter on last video. Here's your shout, bro, and enjoy that juicy Discord roll, of course. Now, first off, let's cover the Transcendent Blessing Stone chest. It's not going to be legendary. You're going to get a Transcendent variant, which is huge. So the best options, honestly, when it comes to Jinwoo, there's actually a few that I do want to cover. The first one being Reawakening. This one's just so darn good. A 24% cooldown reduction, going over all our skills, which is key to giving us more damage, of course. So my eyes, this is probably number 1. Number 2 would have to be Bloodlust, just because it's so darn good, decreasing the enemy's offense by 14%, which is huge, giving you a lot of damage increase, trust me. Next up for me, I would say it would have to be Sharp Perception, just because the bonus crit rate is so good in pretty much every single game mode. If you need crit, this is the way to go. One of these staples for Jinwoo's damage output. Honestly, it's so darn good, especially at the Transcendent mark. This bonus here equates to how much crit, you guessed it, 24.5%, stacking on the 50% we get for a 74.5% crit rate, which is huge. Your damage is gonna go up like crazy. And I would say when it comes to your next best bets, well, there's 2 that kind of land in the, I guess, similar tier. That would be Pulverized, but also Weakness Detection. They're both honestly very good. I would say for me, just because I'm a bit biased, I would go the Pulverized route, but it's up to you. You can, of course, go Weakness Detection. That's up to you. I would say Pulverized first and Weakness, but they're both honestly compelling. You could make the argument for both, so I guess pick and choose your poison based on what you want. Do you want more breaks coming in, more breaks say damage, or do you want a consistent damage increase where you get more breaks out of it as well, giving you more break damage in the form of break skills? So it's up to you, pick what you want. But I would say after that, if for some reason you have all those maxed out, the next best bets, at least for me, would be one of these 2 right here, either Double-Edged Sword or the Mana Rampage. These are good to have. They're actually very useful. I would say next up though would have to be Intuit, just because Ralphio time, it's pretty much a staple. It does help out a time, and there is honestly not much else to get here, but there is one I do want to mention right over here. That is We Are One. So I would say in order, if I had to rank them, I would probably go for Reawakening first, then I would get Bloodlust, then I would get Sharp Perception, then Pulverize and Weakness, then probably We Are One, just because I would say Jinwoo's bonus from this isn't that substantial. I feel like We Are One gives us more damage and more versatility when it comes to our Hunter's damage output, especially for the Guild Boss or POD, if that's what you're aiming for. If you do not care about the teamfight modes, follow the previous order when it came to one of these here, either Double-Edged Sword or Mana Consumption, and then go for Into It. Those are pretty good options there. Maximizing on damage, of course. When it comes to defensive options, yeah, hard pass. Don't bother with those. I have these maxed out just to make my power look prettier. You're not worried about getting those to the Transcendent mark. It is not necessary. So we have our Blessing Stones covered, and I do want to mention next up, let's do our Hunter weapons, just because, actually, you know what? We're on the theme of Jinwoo. Let's cover his weapons. So when it comes to the SSR Jinwoo weapon, what I'm gonna pick first, if I was, let's say, new to the game, would be Plum, would be Moon Shadow, but I would say right now the Moon Shadow, although it's a very good weapon, it is in a sense falling off due to its usefulness, just because we are using the Stormbringer a lot more than usual, but I don't think that's the number one weapon should go for. I would say right now the Plum is very good, working out in every single game mode, but also I would say the DKD is not too bad as well, just because if you're starting out, the damage potential is huge, giving you so much workshop coverage when it comes to Vulcan, when it comes to Baron, and when it comes to the brand new workshop mode coming out when it comes to Yogg. So a lot of coverage there, but if you're in that mid-game phase, well, you should look at other options, such as, of course, the Moon Shadow, such as getting your Quarterstaff up. These are weapons you do use quite often. The weapon you choose just depends on the content you're clearing. Right now, there is honestly no one best weapon other than Plum. This weapon still works out for every single game mode, but when it comes to our current end-game content, I mean, right now we're using a variety of weapons just because the devs have kind of changed up how the game is prioritized in terms of damage. So our wind weapons are better with the wind weapons, our light weapons are better with the light weapon combination. So when it comes to Moon Shadow, it's slowly losing its place as a universal weapon, but I do think it's still very good. But right now, the Plum, the Quarterstaff, the DKD, the Stormbringer, all these weapons are very good. When it comes to your fire weapons, same thing. If you're struggling with Deimos, honestly, getting a combination of the Phoenix Soul and also the Phantom of the Fire Demon is very good. But I would say if I had to rank things, it would be Plum, it would be DKD, and then it's your choice based on the content you need to clear. If you want more light damage, go the Quarterstaff. If you want more fire damage, go for the Phantom of the Fire Demon or the Phoenix Soul. Those are very good options. And of course, the Stormbringer, one of the best buffing weapons for, of course, the Guild Boss, but also our DKD, giving us massive damage output, of course. Now, because we mentioned weapons, let's jump into our Hunter weapons too. I would say right now, when it comes to the best Hunter weapon choice, it would have to be Kane, it would have to be Mirai, our main DPS unit. But if Chong comes out and her weapon is in there, you might want to consider her weapon as well. But right now, it would have to be Mirai and Kane. Kane obviously first, because her damage is absurd. When it comes to our other Hunters though, after our main two DPSs are covered, Mirai and Kane, I would say go for your support units, such as, let's say, units like Melee. Her weapon is pretty darn good, giving us a nice damage increase, of course. Then we have Hunters like Isla. Her weapon is not too bad as well, as you can see right over here, giving us an ultimate skill cooldown reduction and also other buffs here, which are not too bad as well. But I would say other Hunters like Gogani, like Thomas Andre, they work out perfectly too, giving us nice bonuses there as well. And other Hunters we can consider would have to be, I would say Min is pretty good too. His weapon is not too bad, giving us a damage increase as well. But I would say another very, I guess, noteworthy weapon would have to be Choi. The defense reduction on his weapon is very nice, so his usefulness is dropping, but still, his weapon is up there, that's for sure. And I would say Libor too. Her weapon is one of the best. Where is she? Boom. Libor giving us a very nice crit rate bonus to our team, which is very good, of course, and crit damage. So that's another weapon you want to consider. So those weapons in order of what I listed them is probably your best bet. So your main DPS and your support units, that's pretty much the best order to follow to ensure you get the maximum value there. And what else do we have? Ah, yes, we have the SSR Hunter selection ticket. Now that one is a doozy. Well, I would say go for your main DPS units and your main DPS buffer. So I would say if you do not have a fire team, get Kane, get Essel, get Gina. These units will carry you depending on what you need. If you don't have Connie to A5, you are missing out. Jump in, get her to A5, that way you can maximize on the current best unit in the game. But I do want to mention if Cha is in that selection ticket, which she's honestly not going to be. I'm assuming you would want to pick her just depending on her kit. We'll have to see what it's like, but I don't think Cha's gonna be in there just because based on prior tickets, the new units are never in there. So I would say Connie is number 1, and Essel for me is number 2 if you don't have her for your fire team. Essel is so good. Her buffs, her Jinwoo buffs, her Hunter buffs, her team buffs, my gosh, she's OP. And Gina too, I mean, if you're struggling and you don't have her advanced up to make your fire team compose, make them coherent, make their damage OP, that's another hunter you want to go for. But if you have those covered, you can go for your win team next. Get hunters like Mirai. I mean, come on. Mirai is so OP in the wind department, giving us major damage gains, and otherwise, I would just look at which teams you lack. If you already have all those units, there's nothing else you want to get right away. I mean, Goto's good too, right? A fantastic breaker, but you don't have to rush in. Soren is good too. If they add Soren in the ticket, I mean, she's going to be useful for Chom. I would say wait. Get all the words coming in from the event, then you pick which hunter you want to get, because we're going to get hundreds of summons for the first year anniversary. Oh, baby. That's going to be juicy, but I think I covered every ticket. Let me just double check. You never know what you miss. So, we covered the Blasting Stone Transcendent version, we covered the SR Hunter, we covered the weapon and your new weapon. So yeah, we are good to go. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, of course, drop a like. I do want to know if the video helped you, and if you have other suggestions, let me know. I do want to see your opinions, of course, but do not forget, if you have yet to support us, that way they all get sent to your My Page section a few hours of supporting, so don't miss out. These codes expire in 4 days. They're expiring so soon. You do not want to miss them, of course. Actually, 3 days, yikes. You want to jump in and support, and do not forget our Discord server, and to extend your support starting tomorrow. That way, when the season does reset, you do not miss out on the future codes. We have so many coming out that you want to get, of course. But on that note, that is all I had for you today. This is your Code King Zaf signing out. See you in the next video, of course.